have the orchestra queued up for you. The next piece is what we call a tone poem in music. A tone poem is usually written for a symphony orchestra. And a tone poem, basically, through the music, tells a story or paints a picture. In this case, it's called Danse Macabre, the dance of the dead. It sounds like a morbid topic, but it's really not. Camile Saint-Saens is sort of having fun with this in a fanciful way. The musical story goes like this. Once a year, on the eve of All Saints' Day, Halloween, the devil goes to a graveyard and plays his out-of-tune violin to release the spirits and the ghosts from the grave so they can have a night of dancing and revelry in the graveyard. The musical story, the way it's cast here at the beginning of the piece, starts at the stroke of midnight. You'll hear the violas plucking on the D string 12 times. And then following that eerie beginning, you hear the cellos and basses plucking very softly this funny kind of a line going down, almost like someone tiptoeing through a graveyard. And then the devil shows up, playing an out-of-tune violin and evokes the first spirit to dance. The beginning sounds like this. See if you can follow it. And so the dance begins with only one or two little spirits dancing back there, played by the flutes. As the piece goes on, the devil keeps playing the violin and raising more and more spirits out of the grave, until in the middle of the piece, the graveyard is filled with spirits, having a fantastic time dancing through the graveyard. It sounds like this. It's a wild night in the graveyard. And near the end of the piece now, I hope you can follow all of this because it's a fabulous tone poem. The dance comes to a sudden halt at daybreak. One note played by the horns. The dance stops. And you hear the cockerel crowing, daybreak, played by the oboe. It sounds like this. You can almost see the ghosts shivering and shaking at the thought of having to return to the graves for another year. At the very end of the piece, the devil plays one descending melody, sending all the ghosts back to the grave. This is a fabulous tone poem. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you release your own imaginations as we take you through Danse Macabre.